Welcome back, dear viewers, and you're still watching The Breakfast Show on Now TV International. And in this segment of the show, we're going to be discussing the Irani-Israeli war and the ongoing escalations that are taking place right now. And in this regard, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Nabil Negm, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs and expert in international relations. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning to you, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, and we're very happy to have you. And talking about this war and the updates that are taking place each and every second with the unprecedented direct U.S. military strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities, how likely actually is this conflict? How do you think it will escalate into a full-scale regional war? And given also that President Donald Trump just a couple of hours back just announced that a ceasefire should be implemented in the coming hours.
Actually, we have to start by this latest development. President Trump communicated with the Israeli Prime Minister to secure the ceasefire. According to the senior official, the White House, who insisted that... Excuse me, are you okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so President Trump spoke to the Israeli Prime Minister, Vice President J.D. Vance, with the special envoy Steve Witkoff, communicated with the Iranians. The Qatari Emir has played a role in this second level, and they have agreed to reach a ceasefire starting 4 a.m. GMT Tuesday morning. And now the Iranian media sources confirmed the news. Israeli media confirmed the news, and we are still waiting for official confirmation from both Tehran and Tel Aviv of activating the ceasefire agreement.
And they actually asked Qatar to try to persuade Iran of this, of what Donald Trump just said. And actually, Donald Trump asked Iran to be the first to start the ceasefire, and then Israel will follow 12 or 14 hours later. Why do you think is that?
To be honest with you, the situation is quite fast, because the midnight hammer which hit the nuclear facilities, Iranian nuclear facilities, Mr. Trump is saying that this was the vital act to get the parties into that accord. Anyway, the situation is maybe could be described as a way out for everybody, a way out for the American administration, a way out for Israel, and a way out for the Iranians. So I believe very much for the interest of those three parties, they're going to stick to the ceasefire deal.
Actually, also Donald Trump wished for both sides not to violate this stance. So what do you think are the expected scenarios in case any of the parties actually violated it?
Again, the midnight hammer operation is ready to be repeated if the violation came from the Iranian side. From the Israeli side, I have to be very honest with you that Israel and the American administration are working hand in hand. So I don't believe very much that Mr. Trump is a sort of, what you call it, neutral in this conflict. He is supporting the Prime Minister of Israel, and he has declared that clearly, that they are one team and they are working together.
Yes, actually, the weapons that were used to bomb the Iranian bases were actually heavy weapons. And can you tell us what types of weapons were these? Because some of them actually go deep, 60 kilometers down, and maybe more. So can you tell us about the types of weapons that were actually used?
They have used this B-2 bomber which
Yes.
is something very, very, what do you call it, developed technologically, and the bombs were so heavy that they have really caused great damage to the Fordo nuclear facilities. And I believe very much that these weapons managed to pass by the Iranian defense system, and they managed to achieve the goal. What we can say is the Americans are enjoying the upper hand when it comes to modern military technology, and they can do more damage than happened 2 days ago. But the issue is, if he realized, the president of USA has realized, if he keeps hitting, Iran is going to get out of control. And the bombing of Al-Edid, Qatari American base, was a very simple example to such retaliation.
And how actually did you evaluate how Iran actually responded to these bombs?
I can say modestly, it's almost like something agreed between the two parties.
Yes.
Iran has already gave the warning a week ago to the Qatari officials that it is going to hit Al-Edid air base. And before hitting, hours before launching missiles, they gave them another warning that have allowed the Qatari officials to evacuate the air base. And imagine 14 ballistic missiles have caused no casualty, no injuries, no death. So it's almost like, you know, a face-saving operation, and the Americans allowed Tehran to do that to get to the agreement of ceasefire.
Yes, of course. Actually, we've witnessed a lot of reactions to these attacks from the international community. What do you see, or how? What were the international community's reaction to the U.S. strikes?
The international community is hijacked somewhat. When has it started? The whole 12-day war has started. It was a violation, an Israeli violation to the sovereignty of a state, a member state of the United Nations called the Islamic Republic of Iran. That violation should have been faced officially by the international community, but no one has moved because the international or the world order is sick. The world order is hijacked, and the Prime Minister of Israel said it clearly. Use of force is the way to reshape the situation. So don't tell me about the international community, because they have witnessed the genocide war in Gaza for 2 years and no single eye has blinked.
No one actually responded, yes. And when talking about the international community reaction to the U.S. Strikes, we need to mention, of course, Russia and China, as they are critical parties when it comes to this situation. So how did they actually respond to the U.S. operations against Iran?
China is not interested to get involved in any military operation. And this is a Chinese strategy 20 years ago, 70 years ago. And Russia has just, most of them actually, and although they are a permanent member of the Security Council, although their obligation is to move and to show some sort of solid political moves, no one has heard anything about that. China, Russia are just watching and producing some cold statements, ease the tension and control yourselves, which is rubbish, to be honest with you.
Given that President Donald Trump is known to be the unpredictable, are there any indications that could actually tell that the U.S. is planning to do more or additional strikes or send ground troops to Iran?
I like your description of that president, and I would like to say that Mr. Trump, the unpredictable president, can always surprise everybody. After he raised the ceiling, and everybody imagined that he is going to change the regime in Tehran, as he said clearly. He came out and said, I thank Iran and I thank Israel for accepting the ceasefire. Mr. Trump is highly unpredictable president. Mr. Trump is a guy who is dealing with international politics the way he deals with his business deal. So I don't bet too much on this administration because Mr. Trump is doing the same thing and talking about something else and vice versa.
Yes, of course, and actually these strikes actually, of course, they had an impact on the Iranian nuclear program, although Iran told the public that it did not get affected. So do you really think they did not affect the Iranian nuclear program?
My dear, I would like to make it clear. The International Atomic Agency, the American head of the military intelligence, they both agreed that Iran is not developing a nuclear bomb.
Yes.
And that's clear. And also, you get this international statement, an American statement, which both are confirming that Iran is not in the course of producing a bomb. All that show has been produced for something which we don't know. It is actually, it's not the nuclear project of Iran. No, it's not at all. Because if it was honest attitude, why don't we go and check the Israeli nuclear project, which has produced more than 50 nuclear bombs in Daimuna? Why we are adopting this sort of double standard? Iran was not on the verge of producing a nuclear bomb, but it is a way to reshape the area. It is a way to get the world interest away from the genocide in Gaza. It is a way to show that the American administration is moving and shaking. I don't believe that what we have seen for the last 12 days is a genuine international politics.
Yes, given that Iran declared it's not using more uranium than it should be using, and given that the report also said that Iran is not doing so, why is this a rising conflict, and where's the international community responding? Why isn't it responding to all these violations of Israel?
If you followed the OIC conference in Istanbul a couple of days ago, Mr. Erdogan, the president of Turkey, said it is a big plot and I have some details of that plot. I couldn't believe my ears when I have heard that. This is Mr. Erdogan, the president of Turkey, is saying on the record, what's going on in Iran is a big plot and I have some of the details. What? You have some of the details, so why don't you come out and tell us about that plot? I believe very much that what we have seen for the last 12 days, it is a sort of Hollywood bloody movie which has been directed in the White House, and the story hasn't started or unfolded yet. I think we are approaching very, very interesting changes in the area and in the world order as well.
And if we're going to talk about Israel actually expanding its military campaign to include strategic infrastructure such as Evin prison and Revolutionary Guard bases, do you actually view this as a shift from traditional state-to-state warfare toward direct attempts to actually weaken a regime's internal control?
The Israeli cabinet and the Prime Minister of Israel is being condemned by the ICC, the International Criminal Court. And Mr. Netanyahu is officially wanted by the ICC. So I think one of the scenarios of this international plot is to get the world interest away from the genocide and the crimes which have been committed by Israel on Gaza. Number two, the issue is not securing the world of the nuclear project, the Iranian project. No, it's not. It is using Iran and using this excuse to expand a sort of American presence, American influence, and maybe it is the beginning to blackmail some states. You never know. Mr. Trump, the unpredictable president, could do anything.
Yes, and we actually hope that this decision of a ceasefire goes in implementation. And Dr. Nabil Negm, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs and expert in international relations, thank you so much for your valuable information regarding the Iranian-Israeli war. And dear viewers, a short break and we'll be right back.